Hello, everyone. It is I, Drunk Farmer. Welcome to the Rant. First of all, boys and girls, where do I start? What happened? It was a debacle in Dublin. It was. I was at work today, okay? And I had my phone. And I was listening to the game. At first, I thought we were doing good. I thought, you know what? We're doing great. I think we're going to win this game. That first touchdown, before I went to work, let's back up a little bit. Before I went to work, I saw the first drive. I thought, we look good. We look great. We look good. I thought, we're going to beat Northwestern. And that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So, I get to work. Second half was kind of slow. Kind of a back and forth game. I kind of expected that, actually. To tell you the truth, I kind of expected that. So, third quarter comes around. We have a turnover. We score a touchdown. Then, a few minutes later, we score another touchdown. We're up by 11 points. We're up by 11 points. 28-17. Or 4, something like that. 28 to something. Anyway, we're up by 11 points. I think we got the momentum. Okay? The only thing we got to do is kick the ball away. Make them work for it. Our defense is pumped. Our fans are pumped. The sidelines are pumped. We're up by 11 points. 14 unanswered points. We're doing good, right? Right? No. You know, then I'm listening to the game on my phone. And what do I hear? What do I hear? And I saw the highlights too. And when I came home, I saw the highlights. We did an offside kick. What in God's name possessed a freaking coach to say, hey, let's do an offside kick. We're 11 points up. What happened to that momentum? What Nebraska had? Poof! It was gone. It was... I knew right then and then when Northwestern recovered that football and they had a short field, I knew we were doomed. I had that gut sinking feeling in my bottom of my stomach going, oh shit, we just shot ourselves in the foot again. And that was the debacle in Dublin. That offside kick. First of all, you're up 11 fucking points. Don't do an offside kick. It's just frustrating to see stupid shit like that. And that was a stupid call. Period. You're up by 11. Make them work for it. Kick the ball down the field. What's the worst thing that can happen? They can end up on the 25 fucking yard line. That's it. But your defense was pumped. Nebraska had the momentum. And poof, it was gone. Because Northwestern went down and scored. And I said, oh shit, now we're doomed. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Let's begin with the defense, okay? They played their hearts out. I have to admit, they got pushed around a little bit. I mean, it wasn't an all perfect defensive game. They got pushed around a little bit, but they got tired. They were tired. And I'll tell you why in a minute. The only bitch I have about the defense, the only gripe, the only bitch that Eric Schnadler I have with rush the fucking quarterback. There was no pressure on that quarterback. He threw for like 312 yards against us. You got to rush the quarterback. If you don't rush a quarterback, he's going to pick your team apart. And he did. He picked our defense apart. So I would look at that film, Schnadler, or whatever your last name is, because you got to rush the quarterback. Because, brother, it's not going to get any easier. Yeah, we got a couple snuff games coming up, a couple games that we should win. Then we play against Oklahoma, against a dual threat quarterback, by the way. You got to put pressure on this quarterback. And I said this in my predict show. I said if the defense doesn't put any pressure on that quarterback, and if Northwestern keeps hanging around, guess what? They will win. And holy shit, God is my witness, I was right. That's the only gripe I got against the defense. They should have just put more pressure on that quarterback, but I don't know what Eric Schnadler was thinking, playing this zone. That quarterback wasn't even rattled. They weren't, and he wasn't. He wasn't even rattled at all. He just sat back there and picked us apart. That's my only gripe about the defense. They just got tired towards the end. But by God, they were tired, they were hurting, but they gave us some opportunities. Now we go to the offense. Yes, the defense gave us some opportunities. What did the offense do? Absolutely fucking nothing. The play calling was terrible. And you just can't do that. You can't. You can't just do that. You can't, then your defense is giving you an opportunity to win this game, and yet, here's your offense. They come trotting onto the field, and the play calling is like, and you go 3 and out, because your offensive line, at some points, they didn't look good, and at other points in the ball game, they didn't look so hot. They got pushed around too. Anthony Grant had a great run. I have to admit, I like that kid. I really do. I really like him. If our offensive line starts clicking, I think guys like Anthony Grant and the rest of that running back room is going to have good days. But that's the key. It all starts, and I've said this millions and millions of times to all my friends and to people that I know, it starts with the offensive line. Period. Scott Frost has to learn. Get the running game going. Get the running game going. You get the running game going, you open up the passing game. Fucking football 101. We have a talented running back room. Our offensive line needs to start gelling because they did get pushed around. But yet, one thing I can say about the offensive line today, they had no penalties. None. We only had one penalty throughout the game, and that was a defensive call. But it was a cheap offsides. That's pretty damn good. That's telling me they're disciplined. They're getting disciplined. Now that they can only finish and win ball games, then I'll be happy. Because I'm not really happy about this game. I'm really pissed about this game. I mean, Illinois, that was a freaking cluster. This was a debacle. Offensively, we needed to get together a little bit. I thought offensively we looked good. We were looking good. Our offensive line during the game, at first they looked good during the first part of the game. Then the middle and the end, they kind of just slowly declined. I think Scott Frost has to evaluate this passing bullshit, okay? Because apparently it's not winning, or we're not moving the ball we're not moving the ball. Maybe he's got to mix it up a little bit more. Our offensive line, they need to start pushing people back. Because, like I said, sometimes they look great, sometimes they look good, and other times, not so good. Those guys, that's where it all starts. And I said it. This is where it all starts. Offensive line. But unfortunately, they got pushed around. Our offense in the third and fourth quarter didn't do shit. They didn't finish. They couldn't close the deal. And that's why we lost. Bottom line. Because Nebraska, once again, couldn't close the deal. Plain and simple. And Scott Frost, if he wants to keep his goddamn job, he'd better look at this film real hard. And he's got to probably make some changes somewhere. And he's got to get together with that coaching staff and start making some changes. Or if they don't, they're all going to be out on their asses. And I'm not sitting here blowing air up anybody's ass about that. We know it. The press knows it. So, there you go. And quit making stupid calls. The offside kick, that was stupid. You're up by 11. Why? No reason. And that's the big reason why we lost that game, was that offside kick. There you go. That's how I feel. I'm pissed. This is bullshit. We were a 13-point favorite team, and what do we do? That's what we did. We didn't finish. We didn't close the deal. This is our third home opener loss. Or not a home opener, excuse me. Our third opening loss. It's embarrassing. Last year we were supposed to beat Illinois. What happened there? Well, this year, 13-point favorite. Northwestern's not supposed to be really good. Well, they look pretty good against us. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how I feel. I know some of you are still pissed off about it. Believe me, I've read some of the comments that was written on some of the message walls today. The majority of Husker fans were pissed. I don't blame them. So I'm going to end this now. It was a little long, but I had to get a lot off my chest. So if you have a comment, leave a comment below. Let your feelings flow. I don't care what you say. I know you're pissed. Just let me feel your anger. How's that? Let me feel your anger in that comment box below. Okay? If you like this show, give the show a thumbs up or subscribe. I am Drunk Farmer. I will see you Thursday when I predict a Nebraska-North Dakota game, which hopefully that'd be a better game because it's the home opener. Hopefully we can win that one. Until then, everyone, have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I am Drunk Farmer. This has been The Rant. I am out of here. So long, everyone.